You have to say action.
Action!
Okay. Today, we have a special guest, Jazz Johal, who is at the present moment the MLA of
Richmond, Queensborough.
Queensborough. Now, Jazz actually comes from a very humble beginning, just like I did. His father worked in the sawmills, and his mother is a homemaker. And this man is a self-made man from words. He is a journalist of great repute, and he can write anything about anything. Okay, now just why don't you tell us something about yourself?
Sure. Well, as you had stated, I'm the MLA for Richmond, Queensborough, which I'm very proud to represent the constituency. It's a new riding. It was created for 2017. And I'm in the official opposition at the moment, official critic for ICBC. But my background, as you said, like many immigrants in this country, I think we all have very interesting stories to tell, whether you're a new immigrant or you're one from 100 years ago.
Absolutely.
And when my parents first moved here, we moved to Williams Lake, a small community in the interior, in the Caribou. We're very proud of growing up there. It was a great small little town, a great place to grow up. And Dad, as I said, worked in a sawmill, and they worked hard like all immigrants do to make life better for themselves and for their kids as well. But like a lot of immigrants that came to this country, I struggled with English when I first came and used to get pulled out of class, particularly in Mrs. Forsyth's grade 1 class, and getting the only one getting pulled out to need that extra help. But you know, that extra help helped me understand where I needed to improve, but allowed me to embrace the English language as well. And my goal one day was always to be a journalist. And that was what those teachers like Mrs. Forsyth and so many others, helped me sort of reach that dream.
But you have something unique. You actually went to Southeast Asia and around that area, and also in China, and you did journalism there.
Yes.
Tell us something about that.
You know, what I loved about first moving to India and covering South Asia for global television, India and Pakistan and Afghanistan. It's the variety of stories, and from there I moved to China, so covering China, Japan, and Korea. What I love the most about my job, especially when a big global breaking event was occurring, whether it was a terrorist attack, something happening in Afghanistan, it was the Arab Spring in Egypt, Libya, you had this incredible opportunity to write the first draft of history. And that is an incredible privilege. Stories can go in many ways. History has its ebbs and flows. But to be there and to see it and get perspective, to me it was a humbling experience. But every once in a while I would go back to remember my time in grade 1, Mrs. Forsyth's class, where I used to get pulled out and I needed that extra help. I'm thankful for this country. It's one of the reasons why I got into public service. Is, you know, this country's been good to me, and I'm going to do my best to contribute.
It's your home now, right?
Yes, of course, and it's public service is important. And I think the best way to say thank you to this great province and country is to run for office.
Yeah, give
and that's
back.
why I did that. Exactly.
Give back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I really, when I walk into work every day, I have this energy and passion that you can do good, you can do better.
Wish I had.
You do, my friend. You do. You do.
Anyway,
Yeah.
now that we know something about you, I'm going to introduce you to something about me. Well, I love cooking, and this is actually my own original recipe.
Ah.
Okay, it's a mango sweet and sour dish. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. So I'm going to make you cook it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But before that, I'm going to have a drink.
Oh, coffee? Tea?
No. They're both hot stuff.
All right.
Right. First, we have to start with the sauce.
Okay.
So we'll heat the wok a little bit, you know, just to keep it going, and we'll get some oil. Get some oil from here.
Oh, okay.
The deep fry. Okay.
Yep.
And according to the recipe, it's very simple to do. This recipe is you fry the onions. I'm gonna give you a stir.
Yeah.
Be well prepared. You fry the onions and let it caramelize.
Yep.
While we do that.
So where did you learn this?
Oh, I used to be a chef.
Yes. But
many years ago, when I was young and handsome.
but did you? Was this something you learned at home?
Oh yeah. Well, no, my parents were hoteliers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at a certain portion of their lives, they managed to build up a fortune of running hotels.
Oh, okay.
And I used to work as a sous chef in the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this was in Singapore?
In Singapore.
Oh,
Then I
wow.
left when I was very young and went to England to do my formal education.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Singapore is such a great city because it's such a potpourri of cultures.
Oh, it's a
right?
cosmopolitan of people.
Yeah.
Of what they call melting pot.
Yes. And each culture sort of impacts the
Totally.
other. Right?
And the reason why you caramelize onion is because you want to bring the sweetness out of the onion.
Okay.
Onions do have sugar in it. So while you're doing that, I will show you how we make the sauce itself. So what we do is we put 1 tablespoon, put a little bit more, 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch. Yeah, put that aside. And we'll put a little bit of water in it. Just a little bit to blend it in so that it won't have any lumps. Okay. The recipe asks for 1 tablespoon of water. Tapioca starch, and then you put in 1 cup of water. Now that it's all blended in.
Oh, wonderful.
So 1 cup of water. Okay. Then we put the sugar in. Put the salt in. And we put the white pepper in. We put 2 tablespoons of vinegar, white vinegar. Is it caramelizing? Okay, good. So throw that in, stir that in. Okay.
And now what does this do when you pour this in? What's
You watch, it's magic.
It is, eh?
Yes. So we put 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce. And 1 drop of red coloring. Okay, too much. Anyway, so it looks like this.
Ah, I can see the color now, yeah.
Now, this is the resistance. So we have the puree, mango puree.
Okay.
And we put 1 cup of mango puree in the sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I use fresh mango because it tastes much better. But you can buy canned mango too, you know. So So that's going on really well. Then you just stir it.
Nice and thick.
Yep. So that's all done. Now what we do is pour the entire mixture in. And you keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring.
Okay. That I can do.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah. Smells great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I made some, just in case it takes too long. So I've made some ready here. But we'll just keep stirring. And what happens now is, as long as it keeps boiling, the cornstarch will thicken the sauce itself.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to take a little while. Cut.